Welcome, love warriors. We all dream of a perfect relationship, right? But sometimes, the biggest obstacle to achieving that dream doesn't come from outside, it comes from within us. Today, we're talking about a tricky little thing that resides in all of us, your ego. Hold on tight as we take a deep dive into understanding ego traps in relationships, and how you can keep your ego from ruining your love life. So, what's this ego we keep talking about? Well, it's that part of your psyche that makes you, you. It's the home of your self-esteem and self-importance, and it loves to be right, be in control, and feel superior. But while the ego can be a force for good in relationships, it can also set traps that lead to misunderstanding, conflict, and heartbreak. And our first ego trap is the need to be right. We've all been there, the endless argument that spirals out of control, and for what? Just to prove we're right? Often, our ego would rather be right than be happy. If you're always finding yourself in heated debates with your partner over the smallest things, then your ego might be playing puppet master. Remember, love isn't about winning or losing, it's about understanding and growing together. Ever felt a twinge of jealousy when your partner talks to an attractive colleague or spends time with their friends instead of you? That's your ego talking. The ego is possessive and craves attention. But remember, trust is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. Instead of letting jealousy poison your love life, communicate your insecurities openly and honestly. Next up on our ego trip is the infamous blame game. Our egos hate to admit when we're wrong, and so they shift the blame to others. If you find yourself always blaming your partner for everything wrong in the relationship, your ego might be wearing the referee's whistle. Try taking responsibility for your actions and see how things change. Control freak, anyone? The ego loves to be in charge and often expresses this through controlling behavior in relationships. If you find yourself trying to control what your partner does, who they talk to, or how they behave, it's time for a reality check. A healthy relationship thrives on mutual respect and understanding, not control. Nothing scares the ego more than vulnerability. It sees vulnerability as weakness, and so it builds walls to protect itself, even if those walls keep out love and connection. If you find it hard to open up to your partner about your feelings, fears, or dreams, your ego might be on guard duty. But true strength lies in allowing yourself to be vulnerable and sharing your authentic self. Still holding on to that grudge from last year? Well, your ego loves a good grudge. It uses past hurts to justify its need to be right, control, and close off. But forgiveness is a superpower that frees you from the past and opens the door to deeper connection. It's not about forgetting, it's about choosing love over resentment. Our bronze medal ego trap is the never-ending game of comparisons. Your ego loves to compare your relationship to others. But every relationship is unique, with its own strengths and challenges. Instead of comparing, focus on building a relationship that brings out the best in both of you. Just miss the top spot, the need for constant validation. The ego craves acknowledgement and will often seek validation from others, especially in a relationship. If you find yourself feeling insecure when your partner doesn't compliment or affirm you, your ego could be at play. True validation comes from within. And the gold medal in the ego Olympics goes to defensiveness. The ego hates criticism and often reacts defensively. But constructive feedback is an opportunity for growth, not an attack. So the next time your partner offers feedback, try to listen and learn instead of defend. So, there you have it, folks. The most notorious ego traps in relationships. But remember, while our egos can lead us astray, they are a part of us. Understanding and managing them is key to healthier and happier relationships. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to CupidoRules for more relationship wisdom. Until next time, keep love on your side. Remember, this content is a starting point for understanding the complex world of ego and relationships. For personal advice or professional support, always seek the help of a qualified professional.